Lead armies into battle in total war through 3 kingdoms, work with an AI in the Entropy Centre, and Star Ocean, the Divine Force, finally is here on GeForce Now. Hello everyone, I'm In7 Specters and welcome to your GeForce Now Thursday recap for November 3rd, 2022. Before we dive into what games have been released, GeForce Now has a limited time special offer for the priority tier that is 40% off for 6 months, which comes down to $5 each month. This offer will end November 20th, so if you're interested in trying out GeForce Now, it's a good time to try it out. Everything mentioned in the video will be linked down below in the description, and while you're down there, consider subscribing to get notified on the next weekly recap. We got 11 games released today and more coming later this week, so let's start out with the Epic games. Filament will be free on Epic starting today, November 3rd through November 10th. It's a puzzle-based game using cables as its main source to solve puzzles as you explore the ship called the Alabaster. It's a fully narrated story where you're trying to figure out why the ship is abandoned and where did the crew go. Being on Epic and also now on Steam, as a viceroy for the Scorched Queen, you're tasked to manage new settlements in the roguelike game Against the Storm. Gather resources, rebuild small towns, make decisions as you slowly upgrade the smoldering city. Moving on to the Steam games, ever wanted to own a horse? Well, now you can in Horse's Tales Emerald Valley Ranch, which is the first Steam game on this list, where you're given the opportunity to breed, tame, and train horses on your aunt's ranch, explore the island, and help rebuild the ranch back to its glory days. Play as Bia, an astronaut dog in Space Trail Every Journey Leads Home, which travels to different planets, solving puzzles, exploring, and trying to meet the inhabitants of the planets she visits. While exploring new places is great, you need to figure out a way to get back home to planet Earth. A visit to a remote spiritual island turns horribly wrong after a group Chant opens up a dimension and releases creatures in the Chant, a horror action adventure game where you untangle the complexity history of the island as you use spiritual weapons and abilities as you battle for survival. A game I'm interested in playing, the Entropy Centre, is a mind-bending puzzle adventure game where you manipulate time to your will with the help of Astra, an AI-powered gun to move objects through time-space. Uncover the truth of Entropy Centre's collapse as well as Earth's. Get behind the wheel of a hybrid car as you learn to balance your battery through adapting your engine as you take on special stages through the game. In WRC Generations, compete online against players with similar levels as you climb up the ladder to become a legend. Originally slated to be released last week on GFN, Star Ocean, the Divine Force is now available today. Following Raymond Lawrence in the single-player RPG as you battle enemies, explore different worlds with the use of quick travel features like the jetpack as you get involved in 2 warring factions. Master the martial arts straight from modern masters of the style in Pagui. You follow the story of an orphan who learns to conquer their fears with the use of spells and martial arts. Solve unique puzzles and beat mini-games based on Taiwanese culture as you explore the world. Battle opponents and strategic warfare in the digital version of the classic board game Risk, and Risk Global Domination. Build an army, use diplomacy to gain allies, and command your troops in the battle either as a single player or with friends as you compete to reach the rank of Grandmaster. Last but certainly not least, jump back into times to ancient China in Total War 3 Kingdoms. Take control of one of the 12 legendary warriors as you forge a new empire as you relive the historical epic, The Romance of the 3 Kingdoms. Command armies as a single warlord or team up with others online to further your endeavors. And that's the games coming out today, but as I said earlier, there's more games coming out later this week, so check the GFN blog, which is linked in the description, to see what's coming up. What games are you interested in? Feel free to discuss down below in the comments, and I'll catch you in the next week. Be safe out there.